okay, in this video, I know it's titled The Importance of Somersault, and we'll get to that. But I think as like a general kind of like Jill defense, just want to point out a couple of normals. So her stance is not a bad anti-air. I guess I can do the recording here once he jump. Oops. Messed that up. Okay. So let's try that again. Okay. So I'm just gonna have jump for a bit. Or even, actually even better, I can do something like that. So, her M is a decent anti-air. I think from certain ranges, you can utilize it well in certain scenarios. But it is also kind of difficult. See, though it kind of traded with, yeah, you gotta time it. I think for you to get the clean hit, you gotta time it. See? Not a bad anti-air, but you do have to space it. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind with Jill. That's not a bad anti-air to use. I wouldn't recommend relying on it so much. But what I really wanted to talk about was somersault. So that's the title of the video, right? So, somersault is a very good move with Jill. As I said before in the training videos, it is pretty much fully invincible, but you have to already be in the stance to utilize it. But what's really good about it is because, say, Nova decides to do that, you just beat that shit clean. So I'll just replay one more time. Oops, sorry about that. You know, stuff like that. So, when you're already in feral stance, your opponent has to be aware that, like, hey, somersault will come out. And it will beat any jump in, most supers. Like, it's a really good move. So, I definitely recommend learning how to utilize somersault. Oops. Well, that was pretty cool too. But, you know, utilize somersault. And then when you get really good with, like, stance canceling with Jill, you could start beating, oh, I'm stupid. Okay, let's get Doom in here. Try something, for example. Okay, so with Doom, just gonna like start doing projectiles and shit. Okay, let's try this again. See if that works. Oh, I'm terrible at timing this, but I'm really bad at timing this. But basically what I wanted to show was you do somersault and you go quick in the stance like this, and you'll be invincible for a couple frames. Now, the thing about this is, you have to input it quickly in order for you to get the invuln, which I'm still terrible at. See, something like that, right? Oops, I'm so bad at timing this. I'm so bad at timing this, I apologize. Oh, almost had it. Alright, so this is a bad example for me. Let's try a different projectile. No, go back to Doom. Try something. Okay, let's try this again. I'm so bad at timing this. I must be just doing it too early. Alright. I'll show some examples with that later. But yes, you definitely want to use somersault. Like, keep that so your opponent can't just jump in on you willy-nilly. This will also definitely beat Dr. Doom's foot dive. Oops. Oops, I'm really really bad at this. So that's something you want to keep in mind as well. See? It'll beat that move clean. And then, if you remember the route I showed you earlier, you get a combo. Or something like that. You know, something like that. So, definitely learn how to use somersault, and then when you get better at using somersault, you can start doing this. Oops, I'm super bad at it. To start involing, it's not the right word. To go through most projectiles. You can even go through projectile supers, such as Hawkeye's level 1 super. You can go through Morgan's fireball spam. Yeah, so Jill is a pretty solid character in terms of that, but it does require execution. So, when doing the somersault into stance, you have to input it quickly. But what I'm actually doing is the shortcut. The shortcut is, after you input somersault, you just quickly hit down an S. Right? It has to be really fast. I'm trying to see if I can do 3 in a row, but that's not going to happen tonight. So those are just some things I wanted to talk about. Somersault, really important tool in her kit. Definitely utilize it. Get comfortable with being in stance and just having somersault at the ready. Alright, see you in the next video.